In this video we're going to take a look at how to add additional users to your website. So this is where perhaps you have a number of people in your organization and you want to be able to allow them to log in to this back-end or control panel of your website to be able to make changes to your website. And you want them to have their own login details. So rather than logging in with your login details, they will have their own profile. So to do that, we can do that under the users section, and we're going to click add new to add a new user. And it will present us with a basic form. We just need to fill in a few basic details about this user. So we just need to give them a username. That can be anything you like. So I'm going to put this as Matt G. Add their email address, so that will need to be different than the one you're currently using, so their own personal email address for that. Add their first name and last name, and then you'll just need to add a password for that user. Now don't forget that by creating a new user, they will be able to access the back end of your website, so you'll need to make sure your password is a strong password. Don't make it something that's easy for a hacker to guess, for example. So you want to use a combination of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters such as a percentage sign or a dollar. I strongly recommend you use a combination of all of those to give it a very strong password. Yes, it's probably not going to be memorable, but it's going to make sure your website remains secure. So once you've added a password, just pop the password in again underneath to confirm what that is. Now when you put a password in, you'll see that it will give you a prompt as to how strong that password is. So what you're aiming for is something that's really strong. So once it goes green, you know you've got a strong password. You can opt to send that password to the new user once you've created it if you want, or you can leave that blank and then you can just let the person know once you've set it up if you want to do that. And then all we need to do is specify a role. Now if we click on here, we've got various different roles. Now an administrator is someone like we are now, so someone who can edit everything on our website. They can change layout, they can change color designs, they can change the theme, they can add additional functionality to the website, they can do everything. Now you may not want them to do everything, you may just want them to be able to create pages, for example, and edit pages, in which case we could set them as an editor, and that would allow them to create and edit pages. If we wanted them to literally just post articles, so for example if they're going to be just posting articles on your blog and nothing else, you could set them up as an author, and that would allow them to create their own articles and publish those on your website. And then a contributor is someone who can do something similar. They can create articles, but they can't actually post them. So they will create the article, and then it will come through to you to approve before the article gets published on your website. And then a subscriber is basically someone who doesn't have any website rights at all. So you're probably not going to be interested in setting them up as a subscriber. So it's probably likely you're going to be wanting to set them up as an administrator or an editor. Now once you've selected that, click add new user, and that will create that new user profile on your website. And then all you need to do is let that person know that they're set up.